I'd like to call the November 3rd City of Monmouth Council meeting to order. If you'll please rise and join me in a pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If I could have a roll call for attendance, please.
Alderman Teal.
Here.
Alderman Bone.
Here.
Alderman Weber.
Here.
Alderman Daw.
Here.
Alderman Connor.
Here.
Alderman Pinedo.
Here.
Alderman Van Fleet.
Here.
Roll call complete.
Thank you. I would entertain a motion for approval of the October 20th council meeting minutes as presented.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Are there any amendments or corrections? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Teal.
Yes.
Bone.
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Daw.
Pass.
Connor.
Yes.
Pinedo.
Yes.
Van Fleet.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. Under presentation or citizen inquiries, we have Jason Robbins wanted information on city-owned property.
Hi, thank you for allowing the opportunity. I'm Jason Robbins. I've grown up here in Monmouth. I'm also an investor in Monmouth. And the only purpose, or the only reason that I'm here is I'm gonna leave a couple of copies. One is, I think there's 10 copies here. One's a list of all the properties that the city of Monmouth owns, and the other is just kind of a makeshift of what a motion might look like. I'm just asking for you guys to consider putting in a standard, an SOP, a standard operating procedure for any properties that the city of Monmouth owns, but they don't utilize, such as empty lots that are being mowed, or properties that, I know that you guys get properties through different ways. Sometimes you don't even want the property. And from my understanding, there's not a standard operating procedure. I know I've bought some lots off the city. I know other people that have. I know other people that have asked and they've been told no. And I'm just asking you guys to consider whether they're up for auction or listed with a realtor, just something that people know, hey, these are for sale and they are available. And it gives everybody the equal opportunity to buy those, whether they're empty lots or properties that the city owns. So that's what I'm here for. If there's any questions that I could be, that I could speak into, if you're wondering, I was here before and I spoke about, similar issues, and I'll leave these over here on the table for anybody that would like them. I know from owning companies, sometimes it's hard to really know exactly what you have in your possession, and there are quite a few properties. Any questions? All right, so I'll leave these over here for you guys to take if you'd like them.
Jason, could you maybe just give them to the clerk so she can
Yeah.
distribute it?
Yep. We added 4 more to it, but.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Do we have anyone else who wishes to address council? Hearing none, we'll move on to our consent agenda. We have one item, that's approval of the bills.
Motion to pay the bills. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Are there any items to be removed for further discussion or consideration? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Bone.
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Daw.
Yes.
Connor.
Yeah.
Pinedo.
Yes.
Van Fleet.
Yes.
Teal.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Under Committee of the Whole, we have our Building and Zoning October report, Director Clark.
Mayor, Council, the zoning department continues to issue permits, notices for junk and debris, rental inspections, unsafe structures, and follows up on all open projects to include daily citizens' concerns. There's a list of the notices, ordinance, and violations and citations for the past month. And then also completed projects. The Big River Resources Hoop Storage Building addition has been completed, and a typo on my end, and I apologize for that. It's actually 7,000 cubic yards of concrete that was used in that project. With the trucks delivering a capacity of 8 to 12 cubic yards per truck, with this addition allows for an additional grain storage of 3 million bushels. That site has the capacity for 5 million bushels now, plus whatever ground storage they have as well. And all of that corn goes to, for alcohol plants. And then open projects, OSF project 2503, the sleep lab is close to completion and we'll probably have a final inspection this week. Monmouth College, 815 East Broadway house renovation continues for additional housing, and they've moved to 903 East Broadway house renovations to continue for additional student housing as well. And then the renovation of the former Baker's Life building, West First Avenue, installation of most of the windows has been completed. Framing started on the first, second floors for reconfigurations of the first floor businesses. And then some decisions were made with Ameren build-outs that will reconfigure location of meters for utilities and possibly underground electrical service, which as of late has been to the back of the Robbins property building. They're looking at removing an underground there and putting them a better service in. And then the Strong Communities grant programs that we utilize with the awarded SCP grant funds of $212,000 for the demolitions will close out a successful round 2 of the Illinois Housing Development Authority grant, leaving $839 on the table. Any questions?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
just have one question. The fines issued year to date, 3,050, is that resolved within the calendar year, or is that based on like
That,
90
that,
days?
no, it ends up going into the court system, and then however that plays out over there, they'll give them a certain amount of time. And if they've got liens from us that they're paying on or fines, they may have additional liens with other areas, and it gets divided up, if I'm correct in assuming that, to whoever has money coming when they pay towards their fines.
All right, thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Next, we have our Woodard and Kern September report. Director Bledsoe.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The lead service line replacement project Phase 1 is nearing completion. Advanced Plumbing's still working on restoration of disturbed areas. Tonight we'll have some items for your consideration going forward to Phase 2 and 3 that Don here will present for me. The Water Department continues to replace numerous water meters throughout town and has also been working on replacing curb stops. The Wastewater Department has completed extensive maintenance on their pretreatment facility, including on the GEMS unit out there. And the Street Department has begun picking up leaves throughout town and is starting to get all their equipment finalized and ready for winter. In general, the Public Works Department completed training on confined space entries this month. And really, that's all I've got for this month. So I'd love to answer any questions if you guys have any.
Thank you, Braden. Would you maybe introduce Don? And I think we've got these two engineering.
Yep, so I've got Don Tall came up from St. Charles today, and he's going to give you guys some information on our lead service line replacement for Phase 2 and 3. Don Tall will be the head engineer on this project. So, thank you.
Thank you, Braden.
Thank you, Braden. Mayor, Council, thank you. Yes, the first proposal is for the Illinois EPA SRF lead service line replacement program. As Braden said, we're finishing up last year's phases. This year, the city of Monmouth was awarded $3,027,000, so that's a pretty good chunk. Unlike last year was a 100% grant. This one has a little loan to it at the very end. The city can opt to not take the loan portion, but it's free money. It's zero interest over 40 years, so approximately $14,000 a year. So yeah, the total of the EPA funding is at $3,027,000. And for our services, as you can see here in this proposal, this will take us through all the paperwork for EPA, and then the bidding documents, going through the whole bidding process, then the construction side of it, all the way through closeout. And our fee here is $250,000. Is there any questions on any of that?
Is this gonna, will be done with lead line after this?
Oh, no,
No.
not at all. Not at all. I'll let Don say, because I want you to go ahead and talk about the next one as well, Don, while you're.
Okay. Yeah, the lead service line, there's a lot of unknowns in the city, and that's where, you know, we run into the problems. We have to pothole them to find them. If they're not lead, we can cover them up, keep going. And that's ultimately the goal, is to just knock as many of these off as we can. The first couple of phases, you know, we kind of concentrate around the downtown and lower income areas. Those areas typically have more lead, so we end up replacing a lot in the first few, but as you get farther and farther away, what we find is 25% or less has lead or galvanized, so you end up doing a lot of investigation, and you just kind of keep knocking houses off and then replace whatever you find along the way. That's just to explain that one. So the next proposal that we have here is also the lead service line, but this one is funded through the Sorensen Congressional Grant. So it's more of a federal grant, but it is administered again through IEPA. That's how they do it. The grant was $959,000, I believe it was, Lou, wasn't it? I think that's what it was.
$959,
Yeah.
$752.
Okay. It's been a couple years since Sorensen was here to announce that, but we're finally there. Unfortunately, with a government shutdown, hopefully it doesn't slow us down, but they won't be able to approve us to go to bid until they're back. So what we want to do is, once this is approved, go ahead and get it all ready to go with the design, and as soon as they're back to working, we'll submit that for review, and then we can go out to bid on that. And the cost on this one is $90,000 to administer the grant, and then again, from design bidding through construction.
Thank you. Council have any questions for Don?
So out of the ones you've found so far, how many's been completed?
I believe in the last week or two, when I checked, it was 177 complete replacements. And then there was a number of investigated that didn't need it. I think that was around 25 or 30, so a little over 200 in this last round. Some of those were identified, I think, in the GLOW program to be lead, so we didn't have to investigate, we just went straight in and replaced. So yeah, that's where we're at.
So you're saying you're almost 100% done with them then, except the investigated ones? The ones that you found have already been replaced?
The ones in the first phase, the GLOW program was kind of all over the place, so I don't think we went through all of those. We stayed in a concentrated area. But in that last round, I think it was $2.4 million. We received a little over 200 complete. Like I said, once you start getting away from downtown and you start investigating and not finding, we should, have way more than that we can knock off the list. But Monmouth just has a lot of unknowns that we need to get through.
Any other question? I would entertain a motion for approval of the two engineering agreements to continue on with the mandated lead service line replacement.
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Weber,
Yes.
Daw,
Yes.
Connor,
Yes.
Pineda,
Yes.
Van Vliet,
Yes.
Teal,
Yes.
Bone.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don, for coming up. Next, Lou, I think we have a redevelopment agreement for Myers Auto Works on 501 South Main Street. I think that's Trent Myers.
Correct. Trent Myers did submit an application under the traditional TIF program. It is for TIF eligible projects, which include acquisition of the property, renovation, and rehabilitation of the existing building, and refurbishing of the existing parking lot. Total costs are estimated at $180,370. These are TIF eligible, and under the traditional program, which is not, it's a performance-based agreement. It is not subsidized with any public tax dollars, but it is future incremental increases in the developer's property's EAV that he will pay higher taxes on, and it is those higher incremental increases in property taxes that will be captured by the city through the TIF district, and those will be the funds that will be used to reimburse the developer for the cost. This is very typical of most all of the redevelopment agreements we are doing in the Main Street TIF district. I would recommend approval. It's very similar to what we've been doing with many other smaller projects like this. So,
Is that where the auto detailing place was?
Yes.
yeah.
I thought that's the building.
I'm sorry, yeah, the address is 501 South Main.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just trying to place what was there.
Yeah, it used to be another
detailing.
detailing shop
Yeah.
there. Any other questions? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion for approval of the redevelopment agreement.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Any other questions? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Daw,
Yes.
Connor,
Yes.
Pineda,
Yes.
Van Fleet,
Yes.
Teal,
Yes.
Bone,
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Next is the approval of the FOP collective bargaining agreement. I think we are aware of those. Lou discussed those with us the last meeting. And
Right.
Lou, I think that was also approved by the FOP.
Yeah, the tentative agreement I reviewed with you 2 weeks ago, and it has been ratified by the union. It's a three-year contract. Salary increases of 4%, 5%. And there are a number of health insurance proposals that have been accepted, which includes higher employee participation in the premium, also limiting the city's contribution to an employee's health savings account, and then increasing the deductible amount on employees from $2,800 to $3,200 annually for a single plan, and from $5,600 to $6,400 for any of the 3 family plans that we have. So I would, it is the same, what the union has ratified is what I presented to you 2 weeks ago, and so I would ask for council's approval of this tentative agreement.
So moved.
In a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Any other questions for Lou? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Connor,
Yes.
Pineda,
Yes.
Van Fleet,
Yes.
Teal,
Yes.
Bone,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Daw.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Next, I would entertain a motion to go into executive session per Illinois statute to consider collective bargaining agreement, possible action to follow. So moved. All right, got a second? Second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Pineda,
Yes.
Van Fleet,
Yes.
Teal,
Yes.
Bone,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Daw,
Yes.
Connor.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Lou? Lou?
What do you want?
You want me to keep
Lights are on now?
Oh, sure, if you want to. Well, we pay them, when they're not working, we'll pay them to get the certificate.
I mean, we don't have a choice, right?
No, they don't. Well, they don't.
Yeah.
I'd entertain a motion to return to regular session.
Move.
In a second.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Van Fleet,
Yep.
Teal,
Yes.
Bone,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Doc,
Yes.
Connor,
Yeah.
Carino.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. I'd entertain a motion for adjournment. Do I have a second? All those in favor say aye. All opposed, same sign. We are adjourned. Thank you.